Hello everybody. Uh, Today I'm going to show you something that sometimes annoys me, but I feel good about it today because I can finally show you how I get around it. And that is when an ID or a class includes a colon in it and you can't target it with CSS or jQuery. Now this is a something I've dealt with in the past, and I mostly deal with e-commerce websites. So, an example of this might be for all the billing information that somebody puts in on their checkout page. Things might start with billing colon first name, and the next one is billing colon last name, then billing colon street address 1. And I can see how it might make things easier for some developers to just keep things a little bit organized by starting the first part with billing or whatever it might be, followed by the next part. Or this actually gets quite annoying when you deal with CSS and jQuery. So let me just give you a quick preview of what this little page has, and it's just hello world. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back. What I'll do here is add a CSS. And I'm just doing this on the page, on page CSS. I don't really mind for tutorial purposes. But what happens when I go ahead and select this ID, and let's copy and paste it. And I'll give it a color of red. So this should technically deal with this. Should be no problem. However, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page, and hello world doesn't change. Now what went wrong? Well, obviously there's something going on with the colon here, and this is kind of messing us up. So it's easy to look at and easy to remember and easy to know what's going on. However, CSS is obviously throwing us back something. So I had that extra character there, but I assure you that has nothing to do with this. So, what you need to do in the form of CSS is just add an escape string right there. Just a backslash, that's it. So you add a backslash, and then I should come back here and be able to run it, and the text is now red. So what happened? Well, basically, it sees the colon, and it might interpret things as a pseudo class. For example, the onHover event or the focus event. That's what it might recognize. But over here in HTML, when we're adding an ID, it's actually perfectly valid to add the colon. So this is quite of a mix-up. So you need to add the backslash for CSS. That is certain. Now let's try with jQuery. Okay, I always put things in my document ready function. So once the document is ready, what I'm going to do is take the ID, and I'll add the CSS function. I'll say color. And that's same red again. And I should put this in script tags. And let's not forget to end those script tags. Now, what would you predict would happen here? Selecting this ID. And let's see what happens if I go and refresh. Okay, so the JavaScript was not applied here. And of course, it's because of the semicolon. Now, the only difference between here and the CSS is that instead of having one escape string, I just use two. Save that again, refresh, and that's it. That's all you need. The escape string is basically saying instead of trading this extra character over here, meaning the colon, instead of using this extra character, just say fuck it, let's roll with the punches. There it is. So that's how you handle any ID or selector that deals with a colon. I would suggest that any designers just avoid using them. I know it might be easier for you, but it's not best practice at all, as you can see by what I did in those two tutorials. Between CSS not working and then jQuery not being able to select, you can see what's going wrong. So I would suggest that we avoid this. However, if you need to get around it, those are the two methods, either the double backslash with jQuery or the single backslash with CSS. Hope this helps. Have a nice day.